Right, Milo, move, please. Please move. Okay. Right, I am going to take that off, and I am going to get rid of that so I can now have me chat up. And for any of you coming in, I'm Wise Angel, and I can't see a thing. Now I can. I've had to put my living room light on because it's about to go and get a bit dark around here. It's dark around here now on an evening because of the lack of daylight because of the trees. But as you can see from the shadows behind me now, it's starting. The eclipse is starting up here in northeast UK. Okay. I was going to do a little bit of a teaching special about the tarot and how to read. However, there's a lot going on in the news, and I would like to just say I am really pleased with the press in the UK as they afforded Anne Widdecombe some dignity today, and her family and friends as they stayed away from her funeral. Today has been a very auspicious day for Anne to be buried on or interred in her way as she's gone with the angels. So I am going to read a Mary Magdalene card. All donations, if anyone would like to donate, goes directly to Communities Together, Sunderland West, and it all so we can donate it on further to the community kitchen project that we are working on. And a Hildegard of Bingen inspired healing herbal garden. And not those type of herbs, everyone. We've got the healing light comes from within, and this is the golden light card, as you can see. There we are. So healing comes from within, so what you put into your body helps you heal your body. So as I've just been saying, eat plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables. I know it's hard at the moment because of the current droughts we're going through around the world because of the heat. And so grow your own if you can. You can use your bath water. You can use your sink water. Just collect your sink water, drain. If you've got food products in your sink, just drain those away. Strain those away and use your drain water off your dishes. That's perfectly all right to water your plants with. Okay. You can grow them in a plant pot, grow them in a little trough. So, and when you're thinking of healing from within, try a little meditation. Think of when you're meditating, you bring down the golden light from the top of your head down to the soles of your feet. Use your favourite piece of music if that's what you need. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. You're now sitting in your favourite spot in your garden. You're envisaging a golden, bright white light coming down over your head, over your shoulders, down over your torso, over your hips, over your legs, down to your feet, and it's firmly planting you, rooting you into the source, into the earth. Take your deep breaths in through the nose, pushing out the diaphragm in your belly, and in and out, in and out, in and out. As you sit in your favourite place to meditate, whether you are meditating in the open air, you feel the breeze just brush over your face. You hear the sounds, the birds calling, the crickets chirping. Maybe a little fox comes and sits beside you. A rabbit just hops by. And you start to feel relaxed and centered. And you feel the fox just nuzzle up next to you. And you just drift away. And you empty all of your thoughts. And that little fox is just offering you its warmth, to offer you some comfort. You reach out and you stroke its fur. Feel that it's soft and downy. You immediately feel a connection with this fox. The fox is allowing you to receive some healing. You feel your hand tingle. You feel the fox starting to relax further. And the fox feels as if you've received some healing, enough of its healing rays. It gets up and it walks away. You thank the fox. And you bring yourself back out of your meditation. To the count of 3, backwards. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and out. Just let yourself feel, be present. And my silly dog is now looking at the sun. So, how do you feel? Is this whole experience of the eclipse energy affecting you in any way? I know today it's had me feeling a bit off kilter. I'm going to read, I'm going to pull actually a couple of the elemental cards that I have. If you have crystals, get them out in your garden. Let them feel the energy. Let them be energized with the eclipse energy. If that's just a crystal bracelet you bought at the shops, just let it go out while the moon and the sun reset themselves. It's all about them resetting, rebalancing nature, resetting the sun, the moon, resetting the weather. Right, that's the first time that's came out. Okay. If Milo barks, it's not my fault. I will put the disclaimer out there. It'll be the kids going past. They often poke their tongues out. I remember make them bark. So we have the lava stone and red hot poker. So they're both two fiery elements. The red hot poker is a plant, which is its flower has a red hot point, and a little orange brush point at the bottom of it, and big green pointy leaves. My great grandma used to grow lots of them in our garden when she was alive. And the fire and brimstone that comes down when the volcano erupts, the magma, and it leaves the lava stone behind. My body is a safe space is your affirmation of the day. Transmuting and breaking down barriers and realization. So it's all about communicating. Don't go off like a volcano. Don't blow your stack. Just stick and don't prod people with your red hot poker. Just stop, think, chill. Don't be a Donald Trump and say, I'm going to war. And I'm dragging years lot in for the heck of it. Not everybody wants to go to war. Because one, it raises up prices of oil and fuel. It raises food prices at the end. It raises up house selling prices as well. So that's your fire and brimstone. And then we have the yellow rose. I remember the Yellow Rose of Texas song. We have golden topaz, which is a crystal, lovely healing crystal. We've got a beautiful blue butterfly and a green and purple butterfly here, as well as the yellow rose. So the golden topaz is yellow, and we've got the abundance. Milo, that's enough. So it's raising your vibration, light missions, and Ra attraction. So Ra was the god of the sun. So you can see today it is the sun day and the moon day. So yellow is the colour of the sun. It also was said at one point to be the colour of depression. It's not. It is the colour of most abundant healing. And my dog is starting now because, as I say, the kids going past. Right. Now we've done the crystal healing cards, I wanted to ask the spilling the tea cards a question. These cards are always very popular because they do spill the tea, they do tell the truth. And no, I'm not using these for YouTubers. I am asking. I saw a little bit of tidbit on the news earlier. This tidbit on the news. Hello, whoever you are sitting watching. By the way, I can see two of you are sitting watching and not communicating, but that doesn't matter. You can sit and watch. watching is engagement, as long as you just leave a like and a subscribe at the end of it. Right. Greenland Oil Company is based in America. The Greenland Oil Company. Oh, these cards are coming in hot. The Greenland Oil Company have just sealed off and dropped off a lot of oil drilling equipment to Greenland when they were told they weren't supposed to. We are not drilling for oil here. The canny folk of Greenland are not happy, and protests are now ensuing. The indigenous folk of Greenland are ready to blockade. Now they've been told that there is another tanker full of those shipments heading their way. Because Mr. Trump has allegedly said it's okay to go and drill by force. So I want to see if they're speaking ish or if it is the truth. Right, there we are. Well, the drilling company are forcing their way in, as you can see by the cards. Here we are, I'll pop that down now. They are forcing their way in. They're like the bleeding mafia. They're forcing their way in just like Trump has told them to do. The clout-hungry rats. So basically, they're working on Trump's dime. They're basically being paid by Trump to do it. Basically, I'm the first person to do this, to look into them. And they're not like this. So told you. There's bribes going on here, there, and everywhere. Like a thief in the night. Trump set all this in motion. Because they wouldn't go willingly, he's going to steal their resources. Illegally. And they thought they were doing it creatively. And they're stealing each other's ideas. This one's in reverse, so this is the stalking card. There's somebody around them that's obsessed with this. And this stalker is obsessed. He's the stalker of Greenland. So basically, what they want is what they're going to take by force. So I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I can see it. There's going to be military conflict in that area. Drama starter. There's going to be military conflict in that area, unfortunately, as they try and take that land back. I'm going to use the granny postcards from heaven. You never take your entire cabinet away take them away with you out of the country. You leave some of them behind to manage your country in case something happens to you being the president. Six of Wands. Great news, success, victory. This is what Trump is always shouting about. But it's false news mostly, because this came out upside down in reverse. He is often saying, whoa, 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 bluster, bluster, bluster. I've ended the war. The war is still raging in Iran. Blockades still go on. If this man is not curtailed, yeah, he's passionate, but his wife's very passionate as well. What's going over is she is ready to go. She's ready to leave him. She's actually never stayed at the White House. She leaves by the back door. As I said yesterday, but Monday, Christmas, he's gone. This is another Wands card. Wands tend to mean fighting, a lot of conflict. That's in the upright. So this is the Five of Wands. There's a lot of disagreements around this card. You can see them pulling to and fro. There we are. I'll bring it closer. To and fro. A lot of conflicts. Pulling the Christmas cracker. She's winning this battle. I'm starting now to get a ringing in my left ear. And the ring, when I get that ringing in my left ear, it is feeling as if there's like, how can I describe it? It then muffles and then pulls. It's hard to describe. As if I'm going through a wind tunnel. And then it causes a bit of a, then I feel as if I'm getting punched on the top of the head. We now have the Four of Cups in reverse, which is a building site, which is what the White House is at the moment. It's a building site. It's time to reflect. And he's muddled. I know what this is. It's his muddled brain. And he's in a discombobulated mood at the moment. And when he's meant to be in his waking moments, he's asleep, snoring his noggin off. And I've just been told, ask about Hegskith. Well, Hegskith doesn't know whether he's on his head, his hands, or his ass. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a major arcana. So the Wheel of Fortune. If it was in the upright, which it is, it's depicting three people holding up the world. Without the United Nations, NATO, America is flip-flopping. But there's going to be a nasty twist. I can feel. Sorry, I need to take a drink. I've got a nasty, horrible taste in the back of my throat there. Like when you've had a paracetamol or something stuck in the back of your throat and it's left that horrible medication taste. There's going to be a nasty twist of fate, and destiny is come full circle in this Wheel of Fortune or Wheel of Misfortune. Followed by the Tower in the upright, which is another major arcana. And the Tower is some very abrupt changes, unexpected news. You can see the two dogs here sitting whispering, and then there's the cat. The black cat, I know in some cases in America the black cat isn't seen as very much good luck. Here in the UK, it is the black cat is very lucky. So take that as whatever you will, but there is a big tower which comes crashing down. And I don't mean as in building wise, I mean as in physicality, the unexpected news, the red carpet, the bubbling away. And then there's the Knight of Cups on his penny farthing. It was a long way up. You'd fall off that and break your neck back in the day. But the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, it can be charming, emotionally available at times. It can offer a proposal. But the proposal coming is, will he stay or will he go, or is he remaining? But the cards the other day said he would not stay for his full term in office. The King of Wands in reverse. So this is the last card I'm pulling on this one. The King of Wands in reverse. He was I'd say if it was upright, he was enterprising, he was a strong and assertive leader. But he is not the one that is leading. He is being led by like a donkey he's being led by donkeys basically. Look at who he surrounded himself with. Led by donkeys, surrounded by donkeys. He needs to get back to the farm. But he's skating on thin ice with his health, well-being, and the need to get off the autism trail, because the theories that they're spouting's already been disproved 26 years ago, I think now. So I'm going to love yous all and leave yous, and I will see yous on the next one.